hosted by Matt Riches.
$1 trillion tickers.
Watch the market unfold.
$1 trillion tickers.
Hey, turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickers. Turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickers. Watch the market unfold.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe.
Peace, blessings, financial freedom.
That's right. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. We just got a major job report. The hourly earnings came in cooler than expected. Nonfarm payroll came in stronger than expected. And the unemployment rate held steady at 4.3%. And we've seen a very positive reaction from the market. We just passed up all-time highs on the Nasdaq 100 and on SPX. So that's a wonderful reaction to all that data. If it continues, then we'll definitely be hitting more all-time highs when the market opens in about 50 minutes. All right, let's get into our mindset for today. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right. Now, let me give you some more details on what's going on with this data. So at 5:30 a.m. Pacific, we had three major labor market numbers come out. The average hourly earnings month over month forecasted 0.3%, actual 0.2%. So that came in cooler than expected. Then we had the non-farm employment change, forecasted 65K, actual 115K. That came in much stronger than expected. And then the unemployment rate forecasted 4.3%, actual 4.3%. And that came right in line with expectations. So this is a very interesting jobs report. Wage growth cooled down. Job creation came in stronger than expected. And the unemployment rate stayed steady. That is a combination the market enjoyed very much because that thing ran to all-time highs. All right. At 7 a.m., we have preliminary UOM consumer sentiment and preliminary UOM inflation expectations. And we also have final wholesale inventories month over month. So do expect some volatility at 7 a.m. And then at 9 a.m., we got Trump talking. So, you know, he's liable to say anything. So do expect some volatility when he starts talking as well. All right, the fear and greed index is at 67, so we're still in greed. Let's check out some earnings now, y'all. Before we get into the earnings, look right here. This is the pre-market high, previous all-time high. So, yes, this thing is running. That's SPX. And then this is the NAS 100. So, this is when the labor data dropped at 5:30, and as you can see, we hit all-time highs. So it looks like we'll be smiling at our accounts today again. All right. When when it comes to earnings. Yesterday after market close, Iran, they missed on earnings by 209%, missed on revenue by 34%. They must have had good guidance because with those trash numbers, they're up 14.5% from yesterday's close. Next, we had CoreWeave. Missed on earnings by 21%. Beat on revenue by 5.4%. Currently down 6.3% from yesterday's close. Next, we have Open Door. Missed on earnings by 91.4%. Beat on revenue by 8.1%. Currently up a little over 1/3% since yesterday's close. Next, we have Mercado Libre. Missed on earnings by 3.2%. Beat on revenue by 5.9%. Currently down 6.1% from yesterday's close. And Coinbase. Woo! Look at these numbers, y'all. Coinbase missed on earnings by 2,436%. And they missed on revenue by 4.8%. And I'm thinking that is because Bitcoin has been doing nothing over this past quarter. So it really messed up Coinbase. But look, they're only down 1.9% from yesterday's close, even with those terrible numbers. All right. Oh, one ticker that was going crazy was Akamai Technologies. Look, small beat on earnings, small beat on revenue, but they must have had some wonderful guidance because they are up 24.5% from yesterday's close, y'all. Just incredible. I wanted to show that one too. I don't know what they do, some type of technology company, but that definitely made the radar by running up 24%. Oh, I had one more actually as well. Cloudflare. They beat on earnings by 8.4%, beat on revenue by 3%, but this thing sold off crazy. Down 16.5% from yesterday's close. All right. Let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today, May 8th, 2026. Title: Look at their past. Daily law. When choosing people to work and associate with, do not be mesmerized by their reputation or taken in by the surface image they try to project. Instead, train yourself to look deep within them, to their past actions, to see their character. In summary, today's law is about studying patterns over time. People can say they have changed, they can present a strong image, they can explain away mistakes, but their repeated actions reveal who they are. The key is to watch behavior over time instead of being distracted by reputation, excuses, or appearances. When it comes to long-term investing, the same principle applies to companies. Do not only look at the story, look at the history. Has the company executed over time? Has management delivered on guidance? Are revenue, margins, cash flow, and market share moving in the right direction? A stock can have hype. A company can have a strong brand, but the pattern of execution tells the deeper truth. When it comes to day trading, price action has a memory too. The stock can look strong for the moment, but if it keeps rejecting the same level, that pattern matters. An index can pop on data, but if buyers cannot hold the move, that tells you something. Do not get mesmerized by the first reaction. Watch what price keeps doing. The pattern is the message. All right, so stay patient, stay disciplined. Execution over emotion, process over prediction. Now let's get into these pre-market levels. All right. Let's check out SPY, y'all. Looks like I'm gonna have to move all my pre-market highs up. All right, SPY currently in the pre-market. Excuse me. At 735.77. To the downside support, I got 734.60, 733.12, which is the pre-market low, 733, and then 729.75. To the upside resistance, we got yesterday's all-time high of 736.13. We got 736.35, which was previously a price discovery land level. We got the pre-market high of 736.58. And then if the market just continues to run like it's been running all week, 739.80. Next, we got QQQ currently in the pre-market. It's just above yesterday's all-time high at 701.27. QQQ is over 700, y'all. I hope you invested in technology. All right, to the downside support, we got $700.20, which was a previous price discovery level. Followed by that, we got $697.45, and then the pre-market low is $697.27, $695.95. To the upside, we got the pre-market high at 702.22. Then I got this level here in price discovery line at 705.05. The VIX is under 17, y'all. It's at 1691. Next, we got NVIDIA currently in the pre-market at 213.70. To the downside support, I got 212.57, which is the pre-market low, 212.40, 211.20, and 208.80. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 214.18, 214.70, which is a 4-hour level, and then back at the all-time high, 216.83, and then the price discovery line, 217.50. Next, we got Google currently in the pre-market at 397.62. To the downside support, we got 397.03, 396.30, 394.09. To the upside resistance, we got 398.15, 399.15, and then the all-time high from yesterday, $400.09, which is the pre-market high as well. If it just continues to run, I do have this level in price discovery land at 403.63. Next, we got Apple currently in the pre-market at 290.74. To the downside support, we got this 289.90, followed by 288, and then the pre-market low of 287.50, and then 286.30. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 291.66, followed by the all-time high from yesterday, 292.13, and then our level in price discovery land, 292.25. Next, we got Microsoft currently in the pre-market. It is at the pre-market low here of 419.59. To the downside support, we got 418.40, 418.05, 415.75. To the upside resistance, we got 420.75, 422.20, which is the pre-market high, and then 424.27. Next, we got Amazon currently in the pre-market at 272.08. To the downside support, we got 271.65, 271.41, 270.20, 269.45. To the upside resistance, we got 272.40, 272.47, which is a pre-market high, 273.30, and 274. Next, we got TSM currently in the pre-market at 416.65. To the downside support, we got 414.50, 412.82, which is the pre-market low, and then 409.50. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 417.70. We got the all-time high of 420, and then we got 421 in price discovery line. Next, we got AVGO currently in the pre-market at 419.98. And downside support, we got 419.90, 418, 416.40, and then 416, which is the pre-market low. To the upside resistance, we got 421.50, which is the pre-market high, 422.70, 423.80, 424.60. Next, we got Meta, currently in the pre-market at 617.28, which is the pre-market low. So underneath that, we got 616, 614, 613.30, and 610. To the upside resistance, we got 619.86, which is the pre-market high, followed by 620, and then the top of the gap at 624.97. Remember, yesterday Meta got into the gap, but it ended up rejecting. Next, we got Tesla, currently in the pre-market at 417.21. To the downside support, we got 415.80, 412.23, which is the pre-market low, 411.80, and 407.80. To the upside resistance, we got 417.40, 418.28, which is the pre-market high. Walmart, currently at 130.35 in the pre-market. To the downside support, I got 130, 129.80, 129.70. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 130.40, 130.59, 130.60, and 131. Berkshire B, currently in the pre-market at 474.81. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 474.13, followed by 473, 470.90. To the upside resistance, we got 475.79, which is the pre-market high, 477.20, 478.15. All right, set those alerts, and we'll be back at the market open. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.